for joining me in my SAP S/4HANA training. Please hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. We will be reviewing configuration for cash journal. We will first create a account for cash journal and then define an amount limit for the GL account and then define number range intervals for cash journal documents and then set up cash journal. So we will also maintain business transactions. Let's kick off by creating a cash journal. We can do this in FS00 or FS01, but we will go to the customizing implementation guide, which is in SPRO or SIMG. In your command field, type SIMG, hit enter, and from the financial accounting node, we'll go to bank accounting node. From the bank accounting node, we will go to business transactions. And from business transaction node, we will go to cash journal node. And then we will have this one, create GL account for cash journal. Let's execute it. And as you can see, it goes to FS00. And we will create a new cash journal, which will be petty cash. Let's check first our existing, our cash on hand is 110,010. So let's copy this one and then we will make this our cash on hand, our petty cash, or let's call it, yes, petty cash is for 20. We already have this account. Let's create with a template and our company code is TUK2. Hit enter. That's it. The GL account is balance sheet. Yes, and then cash liquid funds. That's correct already. Let's scroll down. Let's change the short text into petty cash and also the long text to petty cash. Okay. Group account number is 110 cash. That's correct. Let's go to control data. The currency account is GBP, British pound. That's correct. Okay. Closing date. That's okay. Okay. And let's check open item. Okay. Open item management. That's okay. Let's check. Let's go to create bank interest. And G001 for general, we'll use that. So we leave it at G001 and we will check post automatically. Please remember that we are going to check post automatic. And of course, it is relevant to cash flow. Let's save it. Alternative account number. Yes, it's already been used because we have copied it from the cash on hand. Let's remove it. Okay, then save it. Okay, our virtual account has been saved. So let's now go to define amount limit. So it will be the same in the customizing implementation guide. Let's go back. Although there is a T code, but it's really long, but you can check it out. This is define amount limit. So right mouse click if you want a T code display technical info. So when you go to maintain object, there's no specific T code for this. It's NF SM30. But you can use this as your T code if you want to save it in your Excel. Okay, so let's execute and define our amount limit. As you can see here, we have company code, currency, and then valid date, and then the amount. So what we'll do is create new entries. Alternatively, you can copy, but we'll be creating new entries. Click new entries. Our company code is TUK2. Okay. Our currency is GBP. Let's just type it GBP. And let's British pound, and then let's do it valid from uh, January. Okay, and then our amount, let's use 5,000 GBP. That's our limit. Okay, hit enter to check the details, and it shows that there's no error. Let's save it, and then let's create a new customizing request by clicking the new button, and then let's put it define amount limit for cash for EU, UK2. Hit enter or save or click next and or hit enter. So the data was saved. Now we will define number range intervals for cash journal. So we can go to T code FBJ CJC1, FBCJC1. Okay, so let's show it slash O in your command field and then FBCJC1. Hit enter. And this is our interval for cash journal object. Alternatively, we can use the customizing implementation guide. So I've closed the window, go back, go back. So it's just here. Define number range intervals for cash journal documents. So we won't be doing the types, document types. You can check the types here. We'll be defining the number ranges. Okay, so let's execute this. And our company code is TUK2. And let's first view by clicking this button. And we don't have any number range for our company code. Let's click change to create. So let's just use one for simply for to simplify number range number one, and then we'll also use one uh, for the 10 digits. It's 01, so it will be 8 zeros and then one and then another zero. That's 10 digits. And the two number will just retain it in the one series. So that will be 8 nines. And it will be an internal numbering system, so we won't check the external. And once we have a transaction, there will be a number status here. So let's save it. Intervals are not included in automatic recording. Okay, just check it. Click next, and the changes was made. So it must have been saved in our earliest customizing request. Anyway, that's okay. Let's hit back and let's hit back. We will now set up a cache journal. So we had here set up cache journal, but before that, there is define numbering groups if you want numbering groups, and then define numbering groups, numbering ranges for numbering groups. So I won't be creating groups for our cache journal. So just to simplify, and I will only have a one cache journal. So I'll be skipping these two and set up cache journal. Alternatively, you can go to T code FBCJC0. So just to show it, in the command field, type slash O to open a new window, and then your T code FBCJC0. Then hit enter. Okay, so this is it. That maintain view for cache journal overview. Let's close it and then execute this one. Which you see it's the same, and then T code you can see here FBCJC0. So we have a lot of fields here. We have our company code and then our journal number, GL account that we have just created, our currency related to the GL account, and then the cash journal closed if we want this to be closed, and then document type GL account posting AB, and you will need to put in the GL types that you would want. Yes, for customers, and this is for vendor. This is payment for vendor, and then this is payment, doc type payment to vendor. This one is from vendor. This is from customer, and then this is to customer. So these are the standard T codes that are used. And we have here cash payment group. We don't have it as we have did not create any groups. And receipt group, we're going to leave it also blank for the groups. And then this is numbering group for check receipts. And we will also leave that blank. Check total split, and then the cash journal name. And we still have more fields at the right, and account authorization group, substitution in cash journal, simulation, and then person responsible one, responsible two, and additional text for you. So, okay, the easiest way is to copy. Normally, the company code 001 and cash journal 001 are the default standard, but I'm not sure why they used AP. Hmm. So this is standard, the AP, and then the blank. Okay, let's copy this one. Select it by selecting the whole row and then copy or copy button. And now let's nominate, let's put in our company code, which is the K2, and nominate the cash journal number. Our cash journal number will be ZAB. Let's put ZAB2. Okay, that's good. It resulted in none of the accounts. And we will use the GL account that we have just created, which is 100,020. And currency is not euro. We will be using GBP, British pound. And for the cash journal closed, it will be open, so we'll not be checking that. And we will use the AB for, let's maximize it for GL, the doc type GL account posting. This is the default one. But AB here is reverse document GL. And for the next one, DT document type for disbursement, that's blank. So we can choose it during transaction, that's okay. And then the doc type payment vendor is KZ, that's also standard, that's right. And then the document type payment from vendor, that's also KZ, that's also the standard, we'll be using it. And then again, for document type from customer, it will be DZ, that's also standard, we'll be using it. And for payment to customer, is easy and also standard, and we'll be using it. For all the others, we will leave this blank. And for the check split, we'll choose all items of totals. So we have three choices here. The default one is no split line items for totals. We will be using all items of total split and offsetting items with total split. So we just have an issue as this is a test server. Most of the users doesn't want a split, and it's a the configuration is client wide. So if we're going to check for splitting, we'll just have to open the split feature and then uh, configure it as splitting, and we won't close that configuration, so they won't change it. So anyways, we don't need to test splitting for this. I just configured it for splitting. And yes, we'll be naming it as petty cash, but just to ensure that we can find our transaction, we'll use the K2, our company code. Okay, so Let's put our the personal. That's okay. Let's put this. Okay, that's it. Let's hit enter to check.